Good morning, adventurers. So I got a bit of bad news for you guys. I actually think that I've forgotten how to go camping, or how to pack for camping for that matter. I haven't been camping in 7 weeks. I went to Europe for a few weeks and yeah. Anyway, I haven't been camping for a while. And I was on the way here last night. I just pulled up in this little spot for the night. And on the way, I'm kind of like, did I actually pack any spare underwear? And I'm thinking to myself, did I, didn't I? And I pulled up here, I had to look through my clothes, and as it turns out, I got nothing. So good thing it's a short trip, hey? I've never actually gotten out of the swag this way, hey? Is it possible? Look at that. Got a fairly big day ahead of us today, so I'm just gonna roll up the swag, and I was thinking of doing a nice hearty bacon and eggs for breakfast. But I might just drive somewhere with a bit of a nicer view. The beach is just down the road, so I'll just quickly pack this up and we'll get going.
One less ticket before it's gone. One less summer before it's fall. Tune your strings and play your cards. Little words hit me like a game of darts. And you're beating on my drum, and you're beating on my door, running faster than my dreams, and I can't stop.
It's meant to be a beautiful 24 degrees today, but it's 9 o'clock and it's still 16 degrees, so hopefully it gets up there a bit later on. All right, let's get the kayak off. Don't mind me while I put on my skirt. So heading out to Favourite Island. Why is it called Favourite Island? I have no idea. It must have been somebody's favourite island at some stage, I guess. But anyway, it's a beautiful day. There's absolutely almost no wind today, which is going to be fantastic. Should make really good time. And yeah, let's get into it.
To breathe. One less lie before the truth. One last fight before I lose. I ask myself, where should I go?
So we just landed on Favourite Island, and I think I'm going to have to add this to the list of places that I need to go snorkeling. There's some really nice reefs out there. Maybe when the water's just a little bit warmer. So just going to have a quick look around this island, see what there is to see. Cool little cave thing in here. Oh, there's a big crab. Where did he go? Hey buddy, how you doing?
To breathe.
What are you doing down there, eh?
to breathe.
Awesome paddle, like had fantastic conditions the way over there. On the way back it was a little bit more windy, but still a beautiful day to be out on the water. And that island is pretty cool. That was another one of those islands where I always see it when I come to Jurien Bay and I'm like, man, I gotta get out there one day. So that's another one ticked off the list. All right, let's get packed up. Now, if you're a long-time viewer of this channel, you'll know how I feel about not stopping in at the local bakery when you're in these small coastal towns. It should be illegal. Let's do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's such a cracker. I'm pretty sure that was the same guy that did the same signal with his hands last time I was here. Funny as. So, what have I got? Apple turnover, some chips, and some spring rolls. I'm really not eating healthy today, but oh well. It's always times like this when I see islands out there that I'm like, man, I need to get out to that island. At least I can tick that one off my list. So, how about that as an apple turnover? Last time I was here, these were the bomb. And this one looks just as good. Can't wait to get into it. Good stuff. Beautiful day to be down the coast, but we're gonna head inland now. I got a plan, a rough plan. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but let's hope it does. So if you're wondering why I have these fully sick tires, it's because I'm recording another video. I gotta tell you what though, I love having these road tires because like when you're doing long drives, your fuel economy drops by at least 2 litres, so they're actually pretty good. Can't complain about them. The only thing is I don't think their sidewalls would last too long if you actually did a rough forward driving. Alright, well we managed not to stake a tyre on that track, which is good because not really the best place to take road tyres, I must admit, because there's all limestone through this area here, but that's actually the reason that we're here. Because it's such a limestone area, there's some underground creeks around here that have actually created some caves. So I'm actually hoping to check out a few of the caves around here. There's one just over here that I want to go have a look at, very close to the road. Far out. This thing is massive. Unfortunate thing is it doesn't actually look like it continues into a cave. It just kind of just stops there, which is a little bit of a shame. But still, that's a pretty hectic hole in the ground, hey? There's actually a wild goat down there. Poor guy's really stuck, isn't he? I tell you what. It's nice that the wind's picked up a little bit because, man, the car was showing 38 degrees outside on the way here. So the other caves are a little bit further away, so I'm just going to grab a few supplies, a couple of snacks and things, and then we'll head over that way and try and find them. I'm trying out this electrolyte supplement, hoping that it'll help me hydrate better. So the idea is that I can carry less water because I should be better hydrated. Hopefully, that's the idea anyway. See how well it works. Alright, well I think I've got everything including the kitchen sink, so let's go seek adventure. Little lizard over there. Looks like there's another cave just here. Probably about the same size as the other one, I'd say. It's not really a cave, I think that's the wrong way to address it. I'd say big hole in the ground probably describes it better. But I'm pretty sure that there is a cave further up that way, so we're going to keep heading that way, which is southeast probably. I don't know, something like that anyway. Choices, it's hard to pick a line. The amount of flies that is hanging around me. I must smell awesome. Alright, looks like I found another cave. Far out. Don't know how close I want to go to the edge. Wow, that's a big one. Looking at the overhang on the other side, I'm guessing there's an overhang over this side as well. Which is why I don't really want to go too close. That thing is massive, man. It's just amazing how it doesn't look like there's any caves that connect with it, but it's so deep for some reason. It's just, I wonder if all the sand just gets pushed down into the earth somehow, into underground tunnels, and it just, because it doesn't make sense that so much soil has just disappeared. Like, there must be holes somewhere where the water gets through and pulls all the sand through, if you know what I mean. I was really hoping that there'd be some tunnels that you can kind of go into and things, but it doesn't really look like it. Have a bit more of a look around and see what else we find. How do these form? It's just insane. Like, water just must go through the limestone and just wash away all the sand and everything. Looks like there's a bit of a cave over there. Let's go check that out. I think it's safe to say that somebody else has been here before. Or is it natural? Oh wow. Check that out. There's some bats in there too. See, this is why you wear your akubra. It's head protection in situations like this. Oh yeah, looks like there's one more of those big holes in the ground over this way. Check that out. That one's massive. So the biggest question is, how do I get down there? Just gonna go down this side. I'm hoping that the bank's not quite as steep on this side. Hopefully I can get down there just to have a bit of a look-see. Might be able to get through that little crevice there. Well, that wasn't too hard. So what I really want to find out is there some kind of cave here, or does it just kind of end like all the other holes have? Check it out, there's a bit of a cave here. Oh man, the cold air coming out of there is just insane. It's just mind-blowing how these holes have formed. And that's the other end there. So it looks like there's another little cave that goes down into the rock. Just vanishes into nowhere. So I was actually hoping to find somewhere to camp tonight, but it doesn't really look like that's going to happen. Everything's just so rocky and rough, so I'm going to use the 1 hour of sunlight I have left to get back to the car. Alright, let's get out of here. And I just want to say, guys, as much as I encourage seeking adventure, getting out there, be safe as well. Tell someone where you're going, tell them what your plans are, when you expect to be back, and then also carry a satellite phone, a personal locator beacon, or an EPIRB if you're going to do this type of stuff, because if you get into trouble, at least you can call for help. Ah, there's a track. Alright, so I'm guessing we probably got like another 15 minutes down this track and then we'll be back at the car. Still got a fair bit of sunlight, so we should be all good. The wildflowers are starting to come out, and man, how bright is that? Just awesome colours. Back at the car. I was really hoping to find somewhere cool that I could hike into and camp tonight. It just really hasn't worked out. But you know, that's the way it goes. It's all part of the adventure. Now the funny thing is though, I don't actually have any food for dinner besides this. Thai chicken curry. Now, I could just have that. These are really nice, but I may as well save it for another hike or some other time when I'm outdoors. So the rough plan is to head back into town, grab something to eat, and then head down the beach and find somewhere nice to camp for the night. So I'm just gonna pack all this away and then we'll hit the road again. I gotta say, I really like that electrolyte stuff. It's really tasty and I really feel like it works, but you know, it's probably all in your head, right? Just had a bit of a birdie bath, you know, changed my underwear, I wish. But I feel a lot better after the hike. Oh, good job. But one thing I gotta say is if you're ever up this way, around Jurien Bay area, for some reason they have a crazy tick problem around here, hey. I just found 2 ticks. And I remember last time I camped in this area, everybody got ticks as well. So if you're up around Jurien Bay, just watch out for the ticks, hey? Alrighty, let's hit the road. And when I say watch out for ticks, I actually mean check yourself for ticks after, you know, because you can't actually watch out for them because they're like, you know, that big. Alright, let's go. Just gonna put some air in the tires. How about that sunset? Can you beat a good fish and chips? Alrighty, well I found a nice little spot. I mean, I think it's a nice little spot. You know what it's like when you get somewhere at night. You really have no idea until the next morning. But I'm gonna set up my swag, get a cup of tea happening, and go from there. A lot of people wonder why I don't have a rooftop tent. I just love camping in my swag. Like, I get the best night's sleep in it, especially on the stretcher. It is a primo night's sleep, and it's so simple to set up as well. I mean, I think it literally takes me maybe 3 minutes at the most, which is pretty fast. So I'm actually kind of glad I didn't end up camping out of my backpack tonight, because sleeping on a self-inflating air mattress on the ground somewhere versus sleeping in the swag, it's a clear winner. Like, I sleep so good in this thing, and that's why I love the swag so much. Whoa, what do we have here? Yes. Woo. Fun fact for you guys. The classic English way of drinking tea is with milk, right? In Poland, where my dad's from, you only drink milk with tea if you're pregnant. So if I drink milk and tea at home, my dad's like, what the heck is wrong with you, son? It's pretty funny. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna eat a whole packet of Tim Tams. No, I'm not. And drink this tea and maybe hit the sack. I don't know. Catch you guys tomorrow anyway. What an unfortunate view to wake up to, eh? Man, I set up my swag in the right spot. It's almost 8 o'clock and it's still in the shade. It's hard to pull that trick off, I tell ya. I might just use the normal exit today. Tell you what, I've woken up to far worse places on a Monday morning. Can't complain one bit. It's actually going to be a bit of a warm one today, 30 degrees. So I think it's probably the first 30-degree day that we've had this spring. But it should be pretty nice. There's going to be a light breeze, so it should be a perfect day to be down at the beach. And just to keep the peace this morning, guys, I'm having oats for breakfast because I know how you guys feel about me having my cereal with the milk in before the cereal. So just keeping the peace, you know. Don't want to upset the viewers here. I was meant to have this morning when I was hiking, you know, but that didn't happen, did it? I think I got my powdered milk to oat to water ratio not quite right this morning, but anyway. Alrighty, let's go get bogged. Yeah, does anything ever change, you know? Just me, bogged as usual, recording videos about how to get out with midget shovels. Just heading towards one of my favorite little bays in this whole area. It's just this tiny little bay. Absolutely awesome snorkeling. On a calm day like today, the water's gonna be flat as in there. I might even go swimming. The water's gonna be freezing, but when it's 33 degrees outside, sounds like an awesome idea to me. All right, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it before I change my mind. Oh, woo. That is cold. Woo. Well, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty fresh. That was a cold swim, definitely refreshing though. Anyway guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. The weather yesterday was absolutely perfect for kayaking, and even today it's just so good to be outdoors. And those holes that we found yesterday on the hike, they were just massive. I still would love to know how exactly they formed, especially the one that was at the top of a hill. Like, how does that even happen? So cool. Anyway guys, get out in your local area and don't forget to seek adventure.